G'day guys, Calvin, Cartoon Company in New Zealand. Just having a quick check of this particular vehicle that's come in. And I've seen it before, but I've done so many I can't remember who I did it for or what I'd done to it. And it's changed a few hands since then. And this particular owner now wants to have a look at moving it on. But before he does, it's got a water leak that he wants to sort out. So let's have a quick look. So it's a UCF 20 non-VVTi automatic in a 130 Surf. It was actually done in, well, it was certed in 2016. With a situation like this, one of the first things I do is I grab my pressure tester for the radiator and we pump up some pressure. Actually, I should show, well, I have to take the radiator cap off and you can see that that's stuffed, so it needs a new one. We pump up some pressure. So as soon as I'm bringing some pressure up, I can hear it leaking. I'm actually going to get some pressure. Ooh, get some more. So we can see it leaking here. So that's just around the cap surface on the radiator. We also have a bit of a leakage around this top hose, but that wasn't my main concern. When it first came in, I stuck my torch down here and I could see antifreeze in the middle of the valley. I'm pretty sure you told me it was leaking from the back.
Yep.
And what I did is I looked around the water pump. We can see the water pump is a different color to the block. We can see some staining just along here. But of concern for me was at the back here by the heater pipe. Oh, we've got another leak. Oh, okay. So earlier when we pumped it up, it was leaking out the back of the bell housing. I'll show you why in a moment. We've actually got another leak, which is from this fitting on the side of the block. It's leaking here as well. So here I've got my bent rod block. Here's our water pump here. Here's where this one's siliconed on, but some of course have a gasket. But right here we have an O-ring with the heater pipe pushed in, and it's been leaking coolant here, pooling through the valley, and it goes out through the drain holes each side of the starter motor. And that's probably to stop the starter motor getting swamped in coolant if you do get a leak or water in there. And then it runs down in behind this plate, drips out the bottom of the engine. So the easiest way to repair this particular problem is to lift the intake manifold off. At the same time, I'm going to find broken injector plugs. Injector seals probably should be done. So that's a bit of a job to do that, but it's not as bad as going in through the front or stripping down the cam belt side of things. I can do it far faster going through the intake manifold. At the same time, the radiator needs to come out, top tank taken off, and a bit of a repair done in there. So we may look at doing that job in the future. We're just having a chat with the customer now and coming up with options. And we might see some more on this truck in the future. You got a noise? Do that again. Oh, now I got the video on, it doesn't do it. Your power steer pump stopped. Yeah, so what's happening is that belt.
Yeah.
And you've tried to belt grip it, eh? To try and get some traction. Is that belt grip?
Yeah, belt grip. Yeah, that's
yeah.
one.
So it just that power steer pump just stops turning.
Mm.
So either it's an issue in that power steer pump.
Yeah.
Or it's just simply that the belt can't get traction. I know how to sort it. We'll drop that power.
Yeah.
We'll drop the aircon pump off it. Put a shorter belt on it. Put a new belt on it. Clean all the pulleys.
Mm.
And then see if it needs a pump or not.